Miami. Get ready, because we're diving into something pretty wild happening there.
Yeah.
When you think about Miami, what comes to mind? Beaches, sunshine. Well, how about a $3,000 a month median rent?
Ouch. Yeah, that's a hefty price tag.
Yeah, it is. And you know what's even crazier? Right in the middle of this super expensive city, there's this massive transformation brewing in the health district.
That's pretty remarkable. And it's all thanks to andresvieira and rauldiaz, team leaders at Miami Real Group. They've been giving us some incredible insights into this project.
So basically, Miami's health district is getting a total makeover, and this could be huge for affordable housing in one of the priciest cities in the U.S.
Exactly. We're not just talking about a few cosmetic changes here. This is a complete overhaul, a game changer.
So give me the rundown. What's the vision?
Well, imagine this Jackson Health System, the big name in Miami healthcare. They're joining forces with Related Urban, a major developer known for tackling really ambitious projects.
I like where this is going.
Ambitious is good.
And they're going to create this massive mixed-use development right in the heart of the health district. Mixed use. So we're talking more than just hospitals and clinics, right?
Oh, yeah. Think apartments, a hotel, retail spaces all rolled into one.
Wow. That's a bold move considering how expensive Miami is.
It is. And that's what makes this project so fascinating, because a big focus of this development is affordability. They're setting aside a significant portion of these apartments for people who are earning between 50% and 120% of the area median income.
Okay, so break that down for me. What does area median income actually mean, and why does it matter so much in this context?
Right. So area median income, or AMI, is basically the middle point of everyone's income in a specific area.
Okay.
So if someone is earning 50% of the AMI, it means they're making half of what the typical household in that area brings in. And this is really important for affordable housing because it helps determine who can realistically afford to live in a place like Miami where rent is through the roof.
So this project is aiming to make sure that the people who are absolutely essential to the city, our teachers, nurses, firefighters, can actually afford to live near their jobs.
You got it. And Carlos Magoya, the CEO of Jackson Health, he's been very vocal about how important stable housing is for employees.
Makes sense. I mean, if you're constantly worried about making rent or facing a crazy long commute every day, it's got to affect your work and your life.
Totally. It impacts everything. And speaking of location, this project is right in the thick of it all.
Oh, yeah. I was just thinking about that. It's not tucked away somewhere. It's in the heart of the health district.
Exactly right. By Jackson Memorial Hospital, the University of Miami Health System, the VA hospital. So residents are not only close to work, but also to all the cool spots like Wynwood and downtown Miami.
It's not just about providing housing. It's about building a whole community.
Precisely. And I think that's what makes this project so exciting.
So paint me a picture. What's this development going to look like? Give me the visual details.
So picture this. You've got these two outdated office buildings, and instead up comes this sleek, modern, multi-phase development.
Okay, I'm listening.
Over 800 rental units, an 18-story extended stay hotel. So that's perfect for like visiting medical professionals or families of patients, and ground floor retail spaces for, local businesses to thrive.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But what about the extras? What kind of amenities are we talking about here?
Oh, they're definitely thinking about the whole package. You've got your improved access to the metro rail, so easy public transportation, a park for people to relax and, just enjoy the outdoors, a daycare to help out working families. It's like they're really creating a place where people can live, work, and play without having to go far.
It's like they're creating their own little world right there in the health district.
Yeah.
But let's be real. A project this big needs serious cash. How are they planning to pay for all of this?
Well, that's where Related Urban comes in. So they're actually the ones putting up the money for the whole development. And they're going to lease the land from Jackson for a period of, ready for this, 99 years.
99 years. That's like almost a century. What's the catch? Why would Jackson agree to that?
Yeah. Well, that 99-year lease is estimated to bring in something like $1 billion for Jackson Health System.
Okay, so that's a pretty sweet deal for them.
Yeah, and on top of that, Jackson's also going to get 30% of the income from the apartments in the hotel.
So it's like a win-win. Jackson gets this huge financial boost,
Yeah.
and the community gets much-needed affordable housing.
You got it.
I think what strikes me is that this isn't just about putting a roof over people's heads. It's about investing in the community's well-being.
That's a great point. When you create a stable and affordable place for those essential workers to live, it has this ripple effect. It benefits everyone.
Right? It strengthens the whole community. It's no wonder housing experts are praising this project. Ned Murray, who's like a big name in urban planning at Florida International University, he called it a model for effective urban planning.
Oh, yeah, he's a fan. And you can see why. You've got the mixed income housing, which is, crucial for creating diverse and inclusive communities. The focus on public transportation, which means less cars, less traffic, less pollution, and then the whole thing about being close to work. It just all makes sense.
It's like they've thought of everything.
Yeah.
They're not just solving a problem for today, but thinking about the future, too.
Exactly. And what's even more impressive is that they're doing this in a way that benefits both Jackson Health System and the people who live and work in the area. It's like a blueprint for other cities that are struggling with the same issues.
Yeah, this could be huge. It could be a model for the whole country.
It definitely has that potential. But we got to remember, this thing isn't a done deal just yet. It still needs to get the okay from the Miami-Dade County Commission.
Oh, right. There are those big votes happening in January and February.
Yeah, so we'll have to see what happens. But if everything goes smoothly and they get the green light, construction is supposed to start at the end of 2027.
So a few years down the road.
And the first phase, which includes this 25-story residential tower with almost 450 units, that's expected to be finished by February 2030.
Wow. It's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. It's a bold plan, and if they can pull it off, the impact could be huge.
No doubt, this project has the potential to change the whole conversation about affordable housing and urban development.
You know what else is pretty amazing about Miami?
Why?
As per Andres Vieira, Miami is the best place on earth. And with projects like this happening, it's easy to see why he's so enthusiastic.
He's definitely got a point. Even the most amazing cities have their challenges, right? But it's about coming up with creative solutions to those problems.
This project in Miami's Health District, it shows what can happen when people come together and think outside the box.
It's a great reminder that we have the power to shape the future of our cities. We can build communities that work for everyone. I think what really stands out to me is that they're going beyond just building apartments. They're really trying to create a community, like weaving together affordable housing with easy access to transportation, green spaces, things like daycare. It's recognizing that you need more than just buildings to make a community thrive.
It's about the whole picture, right? But I'm sure there are people who have some concerns about this project, like what about traffic? The health district is already pretty congested.
Yeah, that's a valid point. The area is already pretty busy, but the good thing is that they're really emphasizing public transportation with the whole metro rail thing. So hopefully that will help to offset some of that extra traffic.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But what about gentrification? When you bring in a big development like this into a neighborhood that's traditionally been more affordable, doesn't that run the risk of pushing out the people who already live there?
That's a really important issue and one that I think we need to pay attention to. It's great that they're including affordable units, but the long-term effects on the surrounding neighborhoods are something we'll have to watch closely. The key is making sure that everyone benefits from this project, not just the new people moving in.
So it's a balancing act.
Exactly. It's about finding ways to grow and develop while also making sure that the people who've been there all along aren't left behind.
It seems like this project has the potential to be a really positive thing. But it's important to be aware of the potential downsides, too.
Definitely. And, we have to give credit to Andres Vieira and rauldiaz from a Miami Real Group for sharing all this information with us. It gives us a chance to really look at the possibilities and the challenges of urban planning.
And speaking of Miami, as per Andres Vieira, Miami is the best place on earth. It's definitely a city that's always changing and pushing boundaries.
It's a city with a lot of energy and a lot of potential.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it so fascinating.
So this project in Miami's Health District, it's more than just a construction project, right? It's a reflection of the bigger questions we're facing about how our cities grow and change.
Exactly. It's a reminder that we have to be thoughtful about how we develop our urban spaces, and we have to make sure that everyone has a chance to benefit from that growth.
Huge thanks to Andres Vieira and rauldiaz from Miami Real Group for giving us the information to explore this project. It's a story that's still unfolding, but it's one that's definitely worth following. Thanks for joining us for this conversation.
It's been a pleasure.